you starred in The Mermaid, which was the highest grossing Chinese film in the history of Chinese film.
I didn't star in that movie. I was actually just like a special guest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was a special guest on that movie. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, but still, you were in the biggest Chinese. You were like, in, I guess, the Titanic equivalent in China, right?
Yeah. That was a huge success. Yeah.
Okay, and you were in 6 other films as well.
Yeah. About.
And were you starring in any of those or no?
Yeah, pretty much all the other films I kind of was the starting role. Yeah, and all the other movies. Yeah.
And did you have any sort of acting coach or training or anything else like that?
Not really. No, not really. Like I mean, you know, when obviously I want to give out the best performance. You know, I don't want to, since they're giving me these opportunities, I don't want to disappoint anyone. So, I mean, I would spend a lot of time reading scripts. I would spend a lot of time talking with the director. But no, I never done any professional acting, like training or anything like that. Yeah.
Okay, so you were just a natural at it.
I guess.
So you're now living in China and you're a bona fide movie star at that point.
Yeah, a little bit around that time.
Okay. Was the money coming in crazy at this point or not so much?
No, not at all. The thing was,
why is that?
Because I'm just super picky about the stuff that I hop on, and all the movies that I've done are with great big directors, and you know how it is, like when it comes to like these opportunities, you don't get paid as much or sometimes nothing, because a lot of people would die for the role that you have, so they will pay money to get this role. So I wasn't that wasn't even the purpose, you know. I just wanted to make sure that, you know, I do it for my career first before the money.
Right, because then you were also in the XXX movie, Return of Xander Cage.
Right, yeah.
That was last year.
Last year, yeah, with Vin Diesel.
Was that your first American film?
Yeah, that's the first American film, yeah.
Okay, and how was that whole experience? How different was that from doing a Chinese film?
That was not that much of a difference, to be honest. Besides, I'm talking in English, but it was a great experience overall, and I'm really glad that, you know, I got to really vibe out with Vin Diesel, and we become like brothers pretty much. He's like a big bro to me, and he takes care of me a lot, and we always talk, we always see each other like in LA or whatever. So yeah, I mean, I think it was dope. I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, so here you are. You're coming off of the movies, and you're focusing on hip hop, but China doesn't really have a hip hop scene like a Japan or, of course, in America or a UK, right?
Yeah, definitely not as significant, not as big, yeah. But I mean, a lot of things has changed in the past 2 years. What happened was, like, I love hip hop music. Like, I love hip hop and I love the culture. And after I moved back to China, I realized that, just like what you said, it wasn't mainstream. It wasn't that big. You know, a lot of people don't know what it is. It was super underground. And I wanted to do something about it, you know. I wanted to see if I can get more people, you know, to learn and to like this culture. So I come across this show called Rap of China, which is like The Voice, but rap music, hip hop music. And then I said, and I decided to come on board. I decided to be one of the judge on the show. And then that was last year when that show started, and it became a huge success all over China, and that kind of really put a spotlight on hip hop and kind of changed a lot of things, and made it, and just more people got to know what hip hop is and what rap music is like. So yeah, I did that, and then that's what I did to kind of change the game up a little bit for China. Yeah.
Well, what's interesting about that show, The Rap of China, is that Jin, MC Jin, was actually one of the contestants?
Yes, he was.
I've known Jin forever. I mean, he's done interviews with VladTV and everything else like that. And he's kind of an interesting one as well, because he had moderate success in the U.S.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he won all the freestyle battles on BET. Then he got signed to Rough Riders, but the album didn't really do nothing. But then when he moved to Hong Kong, my question is just to put it in perspective with the VladTV viewers.
Yeah.
Like, how would you compare yourself to an American equivalent?
I was like Justin Bieber out there.
Oh no, I mean he's very well respected in the rap game in China. So yeah, when he came on as a contestant, everyone's pretty shocked about it. You know, he had a mask on to hide his identity, so no one knew. He wanted no one to know who he was, but obviously the second I heard him rap, I was like, dude, you're MC Jin, like you're a legend. That's why I said I didn't want to spoil it, so I didn't say it on camera right away because they were filming, right? And I was the one to judge him in the first round of a cappella rap. You know, they were rapping with no beat, and then I was judging him, and I was like, after he rapped, I was like, bro, like this is someone. I was saying to the audience, I was like, this is someone that can replace me as a judge anytime. Like this is a legend right here. Yeah.
Right. You were saying, I guess, in one of your interviews that you could actually switch places. That you should be the one
that's what I
auditioning
said.
for him.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I said, and I meant that. Yeah.